You know, not all free hotel stays are free. Um, for instance, this weekend that we just had, which was the 25th of October, I'd made a booking on the 24th to stay there with my free voucher, and it said that I can stay there any day of the week, and I made my booking. I told the girl on the telephone that I'd be a late booking, a late check-in because we have to travel from Birmingham, Alabama to Tunica, Alabama. It's out Robbinsville or something, some other sort of, let's say Tunica. Anyway, she said that, okay, what you got to do tomorrow is contact the manager and let them know that you're going to be on a late check-in. Um, all right, fair enough. So I ring up about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I speak to the lady there, and she puts me on to the manager. The manager says, yeah, we got you down there as a late check-in. Just ring up in the afternoon when the next manager is on at 3 o'clock and let her know that you're going to be a late check-in. So anyway, I rang up. She said that she was going to be in at 3 p.m. So I ring up at 4 p.m. and I said, look, I've got a late check-in. I've made a booking yesterday. It's just basically I'm letting you know, as a, what do you call it, a courtesy, that I'll be running late because I have to travel from Birmingham to Tunica. And I said, it has happened before that you've let us come in late because of the distance that we're travelling. And she said, yeah, you have to be here by 8 o'clock at night. I said, well, it's not possible to be there by 8 o'clock at night. She was, rambling on, And I said, look, I don't own an aeroplane. I don't own a helicopter. And I said, it's not possible to travel 4.5 hours, which I've got it on here. It was 4 p.m. today. Well, where was it? There. 4 p.m. Alright. So, from Birmingham to Tunica in 3 hours. And she said, well, I can't guarantee that we'll keep your room. And I thought, what? I said, well, we're only, going to be there probably by, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, depending on the traffic and the, travel and all that sort of stuff. Well, she started reading me the riot act, and it was only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And she said, well, if you turn up, I can't guarantee your room will be there because, those coupons run out at 8 o'clock at night. I said, what? And she said, well, what you can do is book in as a normal guest. And the normal guest price is $59 plus tax. I thought, you people are acting like scumbags, saying that you won't hold me room, which is a free coupon, but after 8 o'clock when we arrive there, we can book in as normal guests at $59 frickin' dollars. I could find a different hotel for that price. You're offering me something free. Well, anyway, I've just got the jack of it, and I said, look, I explained again that it's a 4.5 hour trip. I can't make it there. Can't drive that fast, and I don't own an aeroplane or a helicopter to get there in that sort of time period, and I wasn't going to exactly, put road users to any danger or risk any driving speed limits. So anyway, I just said, look, if you're not going to honour this, and I'm saying some things in my mind, but I'm saying, well, if you're not going to honour this, I want to cancel it. No more. I'm not going to, put up with the, your laziness or your attitude towards me that I've got to be there. Otherwise, I've got to pay for it because I'm not there right on that dotted time. So I was a little bit frustrated about that. So we ended up using our free coupons, and we ended up going to Silver Star Casino for 2 nights. We spoke to the host there, and he put us up in the suite at Silver Star Casino. So, if they didn't want my money, at Tunica, or they didn't want to, the thing is that, you get, I don't know, I write things down, alright? You get meal coupons, you get, pays and plays, you get gifts of the week for turning up there, you've used your travel time and your gas to get there, and you hopefully will get a good service from the drink waiter, that they won't be begging for tips. But basically I was just a little bit jacked off with that attitude, that I had to contact 3 people and then be told in the last dying hours after 4 o'clock, well, they can't guarantee that the room will be held, but now you can book in as a normal guest and pay your $59 plus tax. Fuck that. That's just rude, especially when you're keeping the hotel informed of your travel plans. So I thought, well, I'll go and make a complaint about this. So I couldn't find a corporate office right at the time. So I thought I'd ring up and I'd ask the girl, who do I speak to about making a complaint? Because we've missed out on our gift of the week and being able to play at other casinos, and also up there, and the benefits that other casinos give out also, even the resorts up there, anyway. So I spoke to her and she said, well, I need to know what sort of person I can put you on to direct your complaint. Alright, so I told her a bit of the story. She said, I'll stop you there. She said, the manager, whoever he was, I think it was San Diego Nobles or something, won't be in till the 1st of next week, next Friday. And I thought, what? And I said, don't you have anyone else there that I can actually address my problem that I had with my booking? And she said, well, I want to speak to you on a personal note, So she read me the Riot Act and told me, that bookings are only till 6 o'clock, and they should have told you that the cut-off point is at 8 o'clock at night, and, she read me the Riot Act. And then I said, well, I need to speak to someone, and she said, okay, I'll give you someone to speak to. She said, hang on, so I'm thinking, all right, that's number 5 bloody person, or 4 now, who I've spoken to. And I thought, well, no manager's on at that place until the 1st of November, and you have to leave it. So she put me on to someone. I don't know who it was, a marker or something like that. And I ring up, and it dials through, and it's gone on to the answer. Here we go again. So I've sort of left them a message, and the answer machine cut out. So I realised that I was getting the runaround. So I thought, all right, next thing, I had a free coupon. Now I can't use it. It's run out. What do I do next? All right, so I'll try to contact the corporate office in Las Vegas. There has to be a corporate office. So I managed to get hold of a girl on complaints, and she told me that Bally's doesn't have a corporate office. They're all run independently. Oh, geez, here we go again. So she told me that they don't have an office there which is connected with Total Rewards. Oh, geez, here we go. So she said, look, I can get you you can have a speak to this person called Kevin, and I won't give you their last name. So she put me through, and I got an answering machine. Here we go again. So I hang up, and I'm thinking, all right, maybe that Kevin bloke might be able to explain something to me that no other casino has ever told me. So I just left it at that, because that Kevin isn't the one who I was wanting to speak to. I wanted to speak to someone who's in charge of Bally's and ask them if they want my business. And, the inconvenience that it has caused, even though we were actually informing the hotel of our trip and of our being there. And then we were told that the room may not be available, but now we can book in as regular guests. You know, that's just totally rude. So, yeah, normal guests, I've got to, you know, but you can check in as a normal guest. Yeah, that's, so anyway, you know, we lost, you know, meal comps and pays and plays, which is like $10 on a Friday night, plus when it goes to Saturday, another $10. Then we got the barn, which is $10 gift card, and that's me. Then we got my wife, who's got the same things. The next day they were giving away coffee pots. We wanted to use them for Christmas presents. We couldn't get that now from that sort of area. Also my wife and I, and we were just totally jacked off with being told that we've got 3 hours to get there, and if we're not there, you have to check in as regular guests and da 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 da. And so it cancelled. That was it. So free coupons aren't always free coupons. They'll put a time limit on it now if they choose to. And I've had a lot of good things to talk about on different posts to do with Bally's, and this time around they were just giving me the stuff around. San Diego Noble, whoever Noble is, at manager at the Tunica, how do you get hold of those sort of people when they don't give you phone numbers? And you have to go through the central operations, which is the 1-800 number, and then they'll redirect you. And you know, I've had no one contact me back about, you know, just being upset, missing out on my enjoyment. They take my money. They'll take my money, but they want to take more money. You know, we did plan on the trip, and we did inform them about our hotel, about staying there, and I think 3 times is enough. By the 3rd time getting read the riot act, and then the 4th time ringing up to make a complaint, or at least understand what the hell's going on with this establishment, and then, you know, just getting an answering machine and no one's going to be there until, you know, Friday next week. Holy hell. I mean, how do they run a business like that? I just don't know. So anyway, a part of our visit was probably to catch up. We were going to do some tram rides up at Memphis, Tennessee, and visit Gracelands and a few things like that, you know, that usually people do when they go up to a casino, or they do it to see a few scenic tours. All that was finished. That was finished. So next time, I mean, now they've sent us out where you can only stay from Sunday to Thursday. Now, if I was there with my wife and we were contributing into our gambling fund, this is the funny part about gambling. If you don't contribute into it, they actually knock you back down. They give you less. Because we couldn't contribute into our gambling fund now, we're going to have to sit back and enjoy the proceeds of shit until we gamble back into it, till we get a better deal. Now, if they cut you out on the better deal at the hotel, which is actually centralised as a part of your gambling experience, it's just, you know, an inconvenience for us. But, you know, if they don't want us to be there, they should have just told us straight away, then just sort of, well, you've got to be there by 8 o'clock, or we'll check you in as a regular guest. There's no guarantee your room's held. And then the other ones give me the riot act that, you know, cut-off point is at 8 o'clock. I mean, 6 o'clock. I mean, what sort of business are they running? You know, that's just my opinion anyway. You know, I'm allowed to be a grumpy punter because they weren't looking after my needs. I don't work for them. I'm a punter. I'm a guest. Now, look after your guests and don't sort of like do these greedy things that will take your money if you're not here on time. And there's no guarantee you'll have a room if you're not going to be here. You know, that's just that's just not something that's right. We'll take your money for not being here, but you can inform us as much as you like that you'll be here. Even if you're going to be late, that's not good enough. I just don't know why they want to treat guests like employees.